Scorpio. What wasn't possible before is possible now. And it's possible now because you are being given access to the secret ingredient. You might be the secret ingredient. We're going to find out in this reading. But I shuffled out some cards, some oracle cards from this alchemy deck to see what energies, what forces are coming together for you in this current moment. My readings are timeless, so whenever you come across this message, it could be for you. And the cards that came out are really interesting. I looked them up in the book so I could get a feel of what they're all about, and then I channeled some additional messages, and I have them over here, so I'm going to refer to this first, and then we'll get into the tarot cards. So the first card that came out for you, one of the forces that you're working with is fog. And when this came out, I suddenly understood what this beam of light was all about. Because prior to pulling out the cards, I saw the camera and I was like, oh, that's strange. My light over there is making this beautiful white light coming through, which I don't know, maybe it's on some weird angle or maybe there's something on my lens, but it usually doesn't do that. I don't know, everything looks the same to me. But I thought, I'll keep it, it's nice, I like it. And then the fog card came out and I realized, oh, it's symbolic of fog. There's some fogginess in your energetic field. But this isn't bad news, okay? This fogginess is something that has been cooling your mind. You know, the fog comes when it's cool outside, damp and cool. And in the book, Kim Krans, the author of this oracle, talks about how fog is, or fogginess can be a remedy for pain, suffering, and trauma. To be in that moment of complete awareness of your environment, but not being able to see ahead, but by no fault of your own. You know, when it's foggy, you can't see ahead, not because there's something wrong with your eyesight, but because the environment just won't allow it. So when that happens, we're kind of forced to just accept where we are, what we can see, and what we can't see. The other interesting thing about fog is if you shine a light, like your headlights, in the fog, if you turn on your brights, it makes it worse. So shining a light on the fog, trying to actually figure out your way through the fog, can actually make things more difficult. It's better to kind of go into that darkness, go into the coolness, the dampness of the moment, and just chill and let it pass, because it will pass. Now, to get rid of fog, you can apply heat, of course, and that is what is recommended here for you. Heat being symbolic of fire energy, your Mars aspect. Okay, so there's a situation that you're working through that Spirit really wants you to bring some energy or passion from within out to the surface if you want to clear up this fog quickly. But if you're okay chilling in the fog, whatever that represents to you, then you can just ride it out and time will take care of it. I also got a message that your guides know what's good for you and what's not good for you. So perhaps you're trying to manifest something, or you're expecting something to happen, maybe energetically, psychically, spiritually, and it's just not panning out or coming through the way that you would hope it would. And the reason for that is, again, it's not because of something you are doing wrong or you're incapable or you can't manifest. It's just not right for you right now. Maybe if you were able to do that, it would distract you too much from something else, you know? So trust that things are working for you as they should. The other force that I got, so these two are clashing together, and they're going to create the outcome of the reading, which I have face down, so we're going to look at that at the end. But the other force that I got was Uranus. Ba-bam! Here's the heat. This lightning comes in through the fog, generating awakening, awareness into the situation. But I feel like, whereas you can't control the fog in terms of it's there, something's happened and it's foggy, you didn't cause the fog to happen necessarily. You can decide how long you want to be in the fog, okay? So there's something about time here that's very significant. It's a little bit nuanced, it's a little bit delicate, because on one hand, Spirit is saying the fog is necessary, it's here for a purpose. Something happened or is going to happen maybe in your external environment that causes this haze over a situation. And it's like you'll be given a choice whether you want to wait things out and see what happens, see when it clears up, what's on the other side, or whether you want to take some kind of action to dissipate the fog by bringing in some heat, some fire, some, taking action, passionate action. This is also the number 8 here. And as we know by now, 2024 adds up to an 8. So this is very timely. Perhaps you've been in this foggy energy for some time. And with this Uranus energy coming in, this awakening energy, well, this is where the surprise is. This is where the secret ingredient is. This is where everything becomes possible again. Okay, so I feel like for groups of you, you might be on different parts of the timeline. Some of you are like just approaching the fog. Others, you are in the thick of it. Others of you are like coming out of it. So, you place yourself where you need to. Okay, let me see. Was there anything else? Oh, yes. And then I also got a link, I think it was in the Uranus card in the book. She was talking about how fire energy is linked to Prometheus, or Uranus is linked to Prometheus. And she recommended going and looking up that story, so I did. And Prometheus stole fire from Olympia, from the Greek gods, to give to humans. And as a punishment for that, he was bound to a rock, and Zeus sent an eagle, which is one of your animals, Scorpio, your highest form of consciousness, the eagle, sent an eagle to go, this is kind of nasty, but sent an eagle to go eat Prometheus's liver every day, which the Greek gods held the liver was like the seat of emotion. So every day an eagle would come in and eat the emotions of Prometheus over and over. And then finally he was freed. I think maybe it was by Hercules. But this was very interesting to me because there's some kind of internal conflict that's going on between you really wanting to take action and bring the fire in so you can get rid of this fog. And maybe it's for somebody else. Maybe somebody else is in a fog and you want to help them. Could be. Take it how it resonates. So it's like you're Prometheus and you're the eagle at the same time. It's almost like you want to take action without being emotionally invested in the action you take. Or you want to be very protective of your emotions while you take this action to clear the fog. Then some random things came through. I was hearing 519, and then I think this is a street name or a road name, but it could be a last name. But I was hearing like Warney, Warbly, Wobble, Woody, I don't know, something with a WR, like Warnley Road. I don't know. I don't know. Okay. And then we also had Carly and Carlington Street or Carling Street. But then these came through before the fog card. And I realized it's like I'm trying to navigate my way through this map, through these streets, and I can't get the name right because I'm in the fog. So this is all symbolic for you. Okay, let's get into the reading. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Andy. As you can see, we do things a little bit different over here. I'm an intuitive reader. I work with the energy and I use the cards to help me translate what it is that I'm feeling and picking up on. So let's see, Scorpio. I made a little spread here for this reading. We're doing something a little bit different this time. So let's see. Why are these forces coming together for Scorpio? Oh, before we begin, I'm using this beautiful tarot called the Circle of Doors. So let's see, Scorpio. Why are these forces coming together for you? 819 might also be significant. Those could be area codes or part of a phone number. Okay, we have a lot of cards here. I think we have more than we need, but let's take them anyways. Okay, we have 3 extras. Let's take a look at them. The extras we have are the Moon card, the 5 of Cups, and the 7 of Keys, which is the 7 of Wands. It says grief and perseverance on these cards. Let me show you them one by one. The Moon card. Something causing a lot of grief, but see, this is the fog energy. It's like, why do I feel so sad? Why do I feel this way? Why am I focused on this? Some of you could even be asking, what have I done? Maybe it's, what have I done to myself? What have I done to another? I could also be picking up on someone else's energy, but most likely not. Okay, so let's see here. 7 of Fire, 7 of Wands, perseverance with all these different keys. You've been looking for the door for some time in this foggy, energetic field. Okay, it's like you have all these keys. You're Scorpio. It's like you were born with the key in your hand, and your whole life you've been trying to figure out what door it opens. Yeah. And I feel like you've been wandering through this fog, trying to find the door. And I don't know what, well, let's see what unfolds, because there's a secret ingredient here. There's something that you needed first before you could unlock that door or even find the door. What wasn't possible before is possible now. This has something to do with divine timing. And divine timing for me, well, metaphysically, to me, it means no time. It means thinking about time as a spiral, something that goes back and forth and is really nothing at all. It's just the present moment in which we sit in. We can't plan for something to happen in divine time. It happens in the now, when it should. Maybe this secret ingredient, or what wasn't possible before, is becoming possible right now. Okay, let's see. Why are these forces coming together for you? The Fool. That is just beautiful, amazing. I'm hearing precious. A new start, a new journey. Yeah, see, there's 3 of you here. Past, present, future, divine timing, all together, all at once. Timelines have congealed, combined, come together. I'm hearing liquefied. Interesting, fog. So this is Uranus energy too, the Fool card. So this has come together for you. These forces of Uranus and the fog are coming together for you now, so that you can have a new beginning here, a new journey, a new path. And this Fool card, as she's laying on the table, is looking at the rest of the journey, the doors, which I've put face down, so I don't know what they are yet either. But there's an excitement and there's a bravery and a confidence in your energy. So Uranus is coming in to give you some confidence here. What's going on with Uranus in your chart? You might want to have a look if any planets are around there right now. Okay? Something could be activating. There's something you're inventing for yourself as well. You're creating something. I'm hearing stoic. Okay, maybe some of you are interested in stoicism, but you're creating something. I'm seeing yellows and oranges, like a honeycomb. Something that will sustain you for some time. What impact will these forces coming together have on you? We have the 5 of Keys, struggle. yeah, it's like what happens when this Uranus energy comes in is it starts to agitate you a little bit, I feel. But that agitation or frustration you feel is just the spark you need to take action or to know that you are supported in moving, in movement. I'm seeing like a subway or a train or something. Somebody, like, this is probably a metaphor, but it's like somebody has a fear of travel or movement. Okay, and this spark of irritation and agitation you feel, it's supporting you because you can't ignore it, right? It's like not going away. It's pushing you to take action. It's pushing you outside of your comfort zone. Yes, thank you. That is the secret ingredient for you. The secret ingredient is getting out of your comfort zone. Right. Okay, so there's going to be some struggle here with yourself. That mild, I feel, mild irritation, okay? It's not like you're ripping your hair out. It's just mild irritation. Maybe about those around you. Maybe someone's shining a light on your foggy kind of energetic field and you're like, bro, that's making it so much worse for me. I'm trying to just relax in this energy space and I'll decide when I want to get rid of it. Yeah, I feel like maybe somebody's pushing you or just not leaving you alone in a way that you want to be left alone. Okay, maybe it's even energetically. So what challenges will arise as a result of this? We have the Queen of Cups, and it says the provider. Whoa, I'm getting a really specific message. It's definitely not going to be for all of you. But I'm hearing like somebody is under your spell or bewitched by you, or maybe they even think you put some kind of spell over them, or they're very enchanted with your energy. You're like a force, a magnet that they can't seem to pull themselves away from. It's kind of I'm getting a little uncomfortable with this energy actually. And there's a message coming through about like them believing that this is like incubus succubus energy from you. Now again, not for everyone, okay? Maybe it's a metaphor for some of you, maybe it doesn't mean anything to you at all. So just give me a sec because somebody needs to hear this message. It's like they're not realizing that your power, your magic is in your mind. It's what's between your ears and not what's between your thighs. Okay, but somebody's has this other conception about you controlling them energetically somehow through your sexual energy. Okay, that could be a projection. Whoa, I did not see that one coming. Okay, with the Mother of Cups, I've never gotten that from the Queen of Cups. All right. So be aware, for all of you, be aware of why people are valuing you. Okay? It doesn't mean that you need to do anything about it, or it doesn't mean that you're not valuable or that people don't see your value, and et cetera, et cetera. It's just be aware of what people are trying to get from you or what they're projecting onto you. I feel like the fog is a little bit of a cloaking energy as well that you've had recently. Okay? Interesting. Okay. So on this new path of yours, as you find this door to open, you get out of your comfort zone, people might be expecting things from you, maybe relationship-wise, or just your time and energy that is misguided on their part. Okay, or they're putting some kind of projections on you. I was also reminded of a previous reading that I did for you. I can only remember a part of the title. I don't even remember what the reading is about. I try not to hold on to readings and energies and things like that. So I believe in the title it was called Drown Proofing. I'll link it in the box that comes up here at the end. Maybe I'll link it in the comments too. I'm going to watch it after this and see what I think. And I'll link it in the comments if I feel guided to, okay? Because there might be some crossover between these two messages. So let's see, how can you thrive in this energy? We have Ten of Swords with resurrection. I'm being reminded again of Prometheus. Something about your emotional state here. It's important that you acknowledge your own emotions relating to a situation. But I am getting a strong kind of feeling that you don't need to be overly expressive or even vulnerable to an outside source or force or entity to clear anything up. Even though the fog here, I'm hearing fawn there, fawn, maybe a fawning response at some level. But anyways, the fog has been a little bit of a reprieve for you. Okay, it's been comforting in some way. It's something about cooling your mind again. And Spirit wants you to know that that's okay to spend some time there, but now we need to get up. Now we need to resurrect ourselves. Get out of that energy and allow Uranus to do its thing. Allow that fire to come in. Oh, because, okay, hold on, how do I say this? Because you did something to get that fire energy, to bring it towards you so you could release yourself from the fog. Like you are Prometheus. You stole the fire, so-called, right? You took the fire and you took it to help yourself, you know, some kind of activation here. You helped yourself in one way or another. And so Spirit doesn't want you to let that go to waste, whatever it is that you did to protect yourself or to have a new path and to start again. Don't let that just be for nothing, because you've endured a lot of hardship, a lot of pain, and we don't want it to be all for nothing. Now, everything is always for something, but we want it to be for the something that we want. What we want to be possible. That's what we want to happen. Okay? And when I say we, me too, for you. I want that too for you. So me and you, but also more so you and your higher self. Okay? Interesting energy. Okay. What does Spirit want you to know about yourself? 5 of Cups with ritual. Look at all these people here together. See, I feel like it's your spirit team saying that we're in this together with you, Scorpio. We're here with you. And perhaps you even did some kind of ritual to help clear the fog or to even honor the fog. Spirit wants you to know that whatever praying or speaking to your guides or speaking to Spirit or any kind of spiritual practices that you've been doing, as well as shadow work, it's been acknowledged, it's been seen. That ritual, so-called, was effective for you. And if you're like, Andy, I haven't done anything, well, go do something, okay? Even if it's just journaling or anything, you know, but spend some time connecting here to your soul in some way or another. It could even be dancing by yourself. Just connect to your soul, because that's the Uranus energy. That's the fire. And whatever you do, it could actually feel a little uncomfortable to whirl around, dance around by yourself, or maybe do a ritual feels uncomfortable. But this is, remember, the secret ingredient, getting out of your comfort zone Now, this message could be translated in a much more literal sense, of course. Something could be coming up and you're like, I don't know, I've never done that before. Spirit's saying, try it, go do it. So let's see the outcome here for you. Jupiter, whoa, this is beautiful. This is abundance. Amazing energy. Okay, I'm going to read from the deck what this card, or read from the book what this card says, and then we're going to go into an extended, and we're going to go a layer deeper and see what else wants to come up for you, Scorpio. I hope this reading was helpful for you. It was a little foggy, but that's kind of the point. Expansion, possibility. See, what was impossible is now possible. And fortune. Jupiter is often a welcome sight, emerging from the darkness, shimmering with possibilities. It is the planet of growth, expansion, success, and elevation. When this card appears, the future is full and bright, perhaps even dazzling. Everyone wants to be around Jupiterian energy and to claim a little for themselves. So there is likely a magnetic feeling at play. The work is to keep Jupiter's bigness and balance during the wave of expansion that's taking place. Its shadow is most easily seen in celebrity culture, excess consumption, and messaging of never enough. You may begin comparing yourself with others or assessing your value. Don't double judge yourself for this. Jupiter happens. Instead, realign with the benevolent message in your heart, what truly needs expanding. It's likely not your followers or your bank account. So something is expanding here for you, big time. And it's in a spiritual sense. Yeah, the moon, 7 of keys, and the 5 of cups. Yeah, you're unlocking the door to expansion, the energy of expansion. So whatever it is you want to expand is what will expand. Whatever you desire to expand will expand. Now, remember that when we have fears and lack mentality and a poverty consciousness and all of those shadow elements creep in to our desires as doubts, they begin to expand too. So careful of that. Be conscious, be aware of how much you allow that to expand as you walk through this new door and clear the fog. All right, Scorpio, I'm going to go into the extended. Link for that is in the description box below. If you don't go there, you don't want to go there, you can't go there. Trust you received all the information you need right here, right now. I love you so much. I'll see you next time.